Very cool.
Is he always like this?
This is Elias. Okay, okay, fine.
I'm waiting for you. You have to put this, okay?
Today you have to be a host.
You have to add this.
Good day. This is Elias again with you with Dream Inspire TV talk show. We are with Ladymayowa. First of all, you have to know because we are inspiring others to be on the same page as them. So what we're inspiring, we need to hear the story, how they started. From their beginnings till now, we see them on top of the world. Ladymayowa on the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much and welcome to the Dream Inspire TV talk show.
Nice. It's so good to be here. It's so good to meet you as well.
Thank you very much for the second time. Okay, first of all, who is Ladymayowa?
Ladymayowa. So Ladymayowa is born Mayowa. My, new surname is Adegoke. I've been using the Adegoke surname now for 5 years.
Okay.
So my name is Mayowa Adegoke. And I guess, Lady May, as people call me, is something that my husband started calling me, like a pet name. And then I changed my social media to the Ladymayowa. And, it's just taken a life of its own. And I love it. I love it. So that's about the history of the name. But I'm someone who wears many hats, like I always like to say. I wear many hats, and let's not even get into all the stories. But I'm a media professional at the core.
Okay.
I have a heart for people. And so everything you see me do, you see that, people are the heart of it. I will have multiple skills, so I'm a multi-potentialite. Events, communications, it's a lot. But ultimately, I'm just someone who's passionate about people and using everything that I have to serve and make the world a better place.
Okay. Most of people who I talk to them, they don't start with their husband at the beginning. So this is something different.
Well, I don't always start with my husband as well, but today is different, so why not?
Okay. Can we say hi to him?
Hi.
Mr. Ogundele.
No, that's my father.
Okay.
Mr. Adegoke.
Mr. Adegoke.
Yes.
Okay. So we say hi to him. Thank you very much. We are in Dubai and you started here, your journey of success. We have seen the road to success, RTS, it's going viral now.
Amen. Amen to that.
And we are seeing you going viral in other places. You've been in Marrakesh 1 week back.
About a month, yeah.
How did we start?
So my story actually doesn't start in Dubai. It starts from the day I was born.
Okay.
Of course, I'm Nigerian. And I've lived in Nigeria all my life until I then moved to Dubai because husband's here, so moved here as well. And this is just one part of the journey, right? So whatever I had back in Nigeria, I didn't throw away. It's not like, oh, Nigeria, I'm done, so bye. No, it's always part of the journey. You use everything that you have to try and get to where you're going. So your story, even if it's in a different country, is still part of that story. You don't break it apart and say, that's not part of my story. That's also part of my story.
Okay, so it started there. So we need to know why invest in Dubai and not other countries you have choose here.
Well, I wouldn't say I chose. I didn't choose, for me, it was a case of wherever the husband was, I was going to be there. So he could have been in Switzerland for all I care, or Timbuktu. I would have gone there.
Okay.
So Dubai was just, I guess, written in the books for me.
Okay.
And found myself here. And like most people, had to start from scratch. Like I told you earlier, everyone's scratch is different.
Okay.
So my scratch is not necessarily your scratch, but still had to start from scratch in terms of my career. Of course, you know that I was in TV. I was working
Yes.
for TV in Nigeria, built a career, had to move here and find the next level, find the new thing, find the next chapter of my own story. And so I've had to build again for myself in Dubai. Yeah, starting afresh. So everything about this 5 years is not the same as back in Nigeria. It's not the same. I've also had to build. So whatever people see as Lady May, I've had to build. And that's why I like to share with people that you can engineer your personal brand. You can create. Because that's who we are. Like, we're children of the creator. We are creators as well. So you can create your life.
Are you regretting leaving the Nigerian be here?
That word is not in my dictionary.
Okay.
What's that? There's nothing to regret.
Everything went smoothly when you started here, building your brand here.
Smoothly is not the word. Did it take effort? Did it take trust in God? Did it take building, Yeah, definitely took effort. But there are no regrets whatsoever. Matter of fact, I always tell people, I said, I'm far bigger now than I was in Nigeria.
Okay. There were some stumbles, I believe, on the way.
Stumbles? No.
So it was smooth going?
It wasn't smooth, but doesn't necessarily mean that it was a stumble.
Okay.
What do I mean? Again, the way I see things, always very different. Like the way my mind is wired is super different. And so for some people, me leaving my TV job in Nigeria, coming here to become a quote unquote nobody, might look like a step back, might look like she lost, might look like, what are you doing? For me, it's an opportunity to open a new chapter. So this chapter, what does it need? It needs building, it needs networking, it needs looking inwards. When I teach people personal branding, I tell them something. I say, who are you if you cannot claim another person's brand? Who are you without Dream Properties? Who was I without Channels TV? Who are you if you can't say, I am the senior manager of XYZ? Who are you then? And the moment you're able to find who you are without the title, you've just gotten started.
When you came here, you worked with such companies, or you just started on your own entrepreneur?
Yes, so my entrepreneurship journey started here, but it didn't start the exact same way it started for other people. So when I came here, I was still working with my TV back in Nigeria, with the TV station that I was working with as their Dubai correspondent. So I had that. And what led to that, it was I'd come to Dubai before I moved. I'd come on holiday. I'd seen the possibilities. Like, actually, I can do this from here. I'd actually done some stories even from Dubai. So, I had like Mr. Easy. The first time I came, Mr. Easy was in town. The artist, it was with another artist from Africa, King Promise. King Promise is from Ghana. I saw that they were shooting a music video, and I reached out to Easy because, I've known him from Nigeria. And I'm like, hey, I'm in Dubai. Let's come and shoot some content, do some stories. You're shooting a music video. I can do like behind the scenes. I'd done a bunch of stuff while I was on holiday. And then when I went back to Nigeria, it's like there's this content from Dubai. So by the time I reached out to my company to say, hey, I'm relocating, but I think I can do this on a bigger level. See what I did when I traveled. We can do this again and again. So they could see what I could do. Again, it's about understanding your skills. What do you really bring to the table? And what is your value proposition? So I offered value. They saw sense in it. They said, okay. So when I came to Dubai, I had that to start with.
Oh, okay.
So that was where I started. Every other thing has come because of just who I am, seeing opportunities and sometimes seeing gaps. Because opportunities sometimes don't look like opportunities. They look like challenges. They look like gaps. They look like a problem. They look like, why isn't anybody doing this? Why don't we have this? We should have this. That right there is an opportunity. But if your mind is not wired correctly, you would not see the opportunity, you only see the problems. But if you're able to see the problem, if you're very concerned about the problem, then very likely you can bring a solution. It takes working, to say, you know what, I'm going to put in the effort. And so what you see with Road to Success today is putting in the effort, is seeing a problem and saying, let's do something about it. Putting in the effort, putting in the time, putting in the money, putting in the ideas. And we're still building. Road to Success is just 2 years old. We are still building.
Yeah.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
Okay.
We've just started, coming up.
Okay.
We're still
Ladymayowa.
Yes.
We will be back after a short while.
Do you take breaks?
Back with you again, alias Dream Inspire TV talk show with Ladymayowa, one and only in Dubai and also in Africa.
In the world.
Yes, in the world. Thank you very much. Today, we are not going to finish here, looks like. What exactly are you doing in Dubai?
So obviously, you already know about Road to Success.
I cannot keep guessing, that's why I'm asking you.
I know.
Because you want me to start guessing. I can guess some.
Tell me what you know.
TV, personnel,
Okay.
consultation,
Okay.
passion. Yeah, doing the media stuff. But looks like you have many because I've seen you traveling.
Yes. So you're referring to my trip to Morocco?
Yeah.
So I MC events as well, corporate events, social events. But I have a thing for corporate events.
Okay.
But speaking in general, whether it's keynote speaking, moderating panels, MCing, hosting, yes. So I have a thing for speaking.
Whoa.
You didn't mention our company. So my husband and I, we co-founded Adegoke Interactive. It's a media company. A few other things that we do in terms of construction, real estate, behind the scenes, but mostly known as a media entity.
Okay.
So we're building Adegoke to be a bridge between the UAE, GCC, and Africa in terms of media. Because you see, there's a lot of business going on between these two regions, a lot of interest in these two regions. We are about, again, connecting the dots, connecting people, connecting businesses. So people who want to come here, they trust us that, oh, I have interest in the UAE. I want to do this. I want to do that. I have an event, or I need to create content. I need you to help me with PR. I need you to help me with media strategy. I need you to connect me to the media guys here. People, especially Nigeria, which is home, is a strong market for us. But with our networks and our contacts, we're able to touch other places in Africa. So it is, I have interest in the UAE. Can you help me? But also in the UAE, because we've built presence here, people also realize, listen, I have interest in Africa. Can you introduce me to people in Africa? Can you introduce me to media in Africa? So just being that bridge between UAE and Nigeria, as well as GCC Africa, that's what we've built our company to do. So that's one thing that I do as well.
Another thing?
Consulting comes under that as well. So we do consulting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that covers it.
Okay, it's also there. Another thing, because I know you have a lot and you don't want to mention others. I don't know why.
You've mentioned the pillars: speaking,
Okay.
consulting,
Okay.
business, which is under our Adegoke. There's Road to Success
Okay.
as well. So maybe one thing you want to hear is with the speaking, I'm also like an image consultant. So what is that? Everything to do with image building.
Okay.
You know, you're like, Elias, you know, I want to go to my next level. I know personal branding is a big part of it. I want to operate at this level. I want to, you know, yeah, we work with you and say, this is who you are, this is your message, this is what we're going to do. We need to see you here, here, here. You need to move in this kind of places. You need to look a certain way. You need to do certain things. Yeah, you come to us.
And you are the one on top of all of them. You have a team, I know.
Well,
but you are on the top of all.
I'm a servant leader. It's all about serving. So for me, it's not about being at the top.
Okay.
It's about serving and seeing results ultimately. It doesn't matter whose name is mentioned. What is important is that we see results. We're able to bring change.
I have seen you training people in the corporate.
Public speaking and personal branding, yes.
Yes, but also in the offices, I've seen you going to the offices, training the employees.
Yes.
Is it not part of you?
It is. So you have companies who would say, listen, we need to work on our branding as a company. We need to work on our visibility. Mayowa, we want to reposition ourselves as a company. We know that you can do this. Come and work with us. Consulting.
You are the family woman.
Yes.
Kid, husband, home. How do you balance all this together with the family life?
So most of my work is virtual.
Okay.
I think about 80% of my work is done remotely. I don't need to be there. Okay. So that helps because that means I'm home. Even if I'm on my laptop, you know, it's like my kid is there. You can do this. So that helps. And then the fact that you build a team around yourself. If you need a team at home, yep, you do that. If you need a team working on projects, yes, you do that. I have a very supportive husband. So that's like number one, very supportive. So it helps. Obviously, I can't be everywhere every time. Sometimes I'm home, but I'm not really at home because I'm very busy, you know. So having that support is great. And just time management, pretty much.
No, okay. I believe that he knows that he has married their life.
If you say so. If you say so. I'm a human, but I get what you're saying.
Thank you very much. We are with Ladymayowa and still with her today, as I told you. So we are going to have a break and then we'll get back to you again. Dream Inspire TV talk show, Elias Mbeki on you with Ladymayowa. You came to Dubai. It was easy for you, the way you just landed here with your potentials. And how do you find Dubai?
I wouldn't say easy.
I can say it's easy for you, the way you just came. I've talked to people who came here.
And it was really hard.
Very, very.
So maybe easy compared to them, if you are comparing.
Yes.
But I still wouldn't say easy, but I rest my case on that.
Thank you very much. So how does Dubai take you and how is it currently?
I think that our mindset is key in everything. Okay. Remember, I told you earlier that my mind is wired differently. And so where others see difficulty, perhaps I see opportunity, right? Okay. So bring that into the Dubai setting. I love how Dubai is the kind of place where I feel like it's just an open check.
You write anything?
You decide what you want to write. Is it going to take work? Yes, nothing comes easy. But I think that ultimately when you realize that you're a creator, you step into that creative mindset and you decide and say, in this city, this is what I'm going to do. So you decide. Would it be easy? Maybe no. Would it take time? Maybe yes. Most likely yes. But because you've stepped into the driver's seat, you're going to make it work one way or another.
Okay.
What I find that most people do is they let something other than themselves take the driver's seat. You let the work environment take the driver's seat. You let an employer take the driver's seat. And so for me, it's like when I see people who, okay, you're not getting a job, what can you do? You know, what can you do? Have you identified your skills? Have you identified a problem that you can solve? But if you're waiting for somebody to hand you everything, you might be waiting for a long time. You know, everybody is served different stuff. So some people, they came here 2 weeks, they got a job. Fantastic. Some people, it's like 6 months, no job. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep waiting? Get up and do something. So that being able to be flexible, to say, okay, this is the hand life is dealing with me. I'm going to serve back. People don't realize that they can serve back. Serve back. Get into the driver's seat of your life and decide, this is what I'm going to do. This is my situation. I will do this and this and this. And if this doesn't work, I'll do this. And if this doesn't work, I'll do. Just be in the driver's seat. And I think maybe that's what's helped me. For me, it's like, what am I going to do? When I started my public speaking and personal branding, I didn't just start I started that like a year ago, right? And why did I start? I said, you know what? I want another stream of income. I'm like, what else can I do to make some more money? I've got skills. I know everything about public speaking. I know it like the back of my hand. I can teach someone else. Matter of fact, what gave me the inspiration was somebody reached out to me and said, Mayowa, I have got this event. I'm going to be speaking. I know that you do a lot of speaking. Can you help me? And I was like, wait a minute. Just like this lady, there are other people who need help with public speaking. And so I announced and said, hey guys, if you need help with public speaking, I can help you. And then one person comes and 2 people come. And I said, you know what, let's take it to the next level. I'm going to do a masterclass. And I invest money, I do a masterclass, I promote it, I shout and do. Next thing, you've got over 20 people in the masterclass. And they all experience what you're offering. And they're like, wow, she's really good. Guess what? From the masterclass, someone says, I need a private coaching. And that's how you grow. It's taken a year, but it's taken a year of me investing. I've only now just started seeing the real result. But I've been investing. So see, if you did it for 2 months and it didn't work, maybe you gave up too early. It's been a year for me. So for me, Dubai is that playing ground.
You can play anywhere.
You can build, but it starts from here. You know, it starts from, how do you see it? If you already think, oh my God, you know, I'm not going to make it, then you're not going to make it. Because the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You are the creator of your own destiny. And it starts with how you think. If you think you're successful, guess what? You are successful. If you think you're amazing, you are amazing. Your thoughts will guide your actions. Your actions become your habit. Your habit is your life.
You have been doing these events, gathering people, like networking. There are some which were successful, I believe.
Oh, everyone has been successful.
And also there are some people who get some connections from there. Can you tell the other people that networking works better than anything on any development?
So if I get the question correctly, you want maybe tips for successful networking?
Yes, networking. Does it help? Does it work to many
100%.
Because you've done some, and also there are some people connected on that networking. If he's looking for something, then he's going to get through that person who is there than staying inside of the home.
Why are you staying inside of your home? So maybe I've built some level of reputation, right? Maybe some people know me, but it doesn't mean I'll sit in my house You get, I don't, so even though what people don't know, people think that I'm everywhere all the time. I'm not. Mostly I'm in my house. But guess what? I have invested well enough that my brand is speaking for me. So I go to some events and people are like, oh my God, I've heard so much about you. I'm so happy to meet you. Because I've invested in my brand. I've done that work. So now maybe I don't need to go out as much. But again, even being on social media is a form of going out.
That's true.
So maybe I'm not showing up physically, but if you're on your Instagram, maybe you see me, maybe I'm doing an Instagram live, maybe I've come on a podcast, then your people will see me now, they're like, oh wow, who's she? Let's go look her up.
Yeah. You're going out also.
That's going out. That is networking. That is networking. So if you sit at home, just only your friends know you.
For what? What are you going to tell these people who have given up? Because I know there are a lot of people. They're there watching this podcast and also they're watching you. They've given up and decide either that to move back or not going their dreams again. You can tell them something.
So ultimately, the person who decides where you go and when you go should be you. So I'm not about to tell you don't go, and I'm not about to tell you go. What I will tell you is that you need to step into the driver's seat. Whether it's here, whether it's back home in South Africa, Nigeria, anywhere in the world, Korea, you just be in the driver's seat. And there are challenges everywhere. There's no country in the world where they're just giving you money on the road. There's no country. Well, actually, there are some countries that the government is giving them a lot of money, but we're not in that country. So, I mean, you have to step into the driver's seat. Okay. If you said, oh, you're going back to South Africa, are there no challenges in South Africa?
Yeah,
are there no unemployed people in South Africa?
Many.
Are they just handing out jobs with a lot of money?
No way.
No, you have to put in the effort. You have to put in the work. For me, it's the same thing. So what I tell people, I'm here right now. I'm going to be here 100%. As long as there are challenges, as long as people have problems they need solution for, then I have
the solution.
There's a solution. If I have a solution, then there's a market. Find who's got the solution. Find who's got the solution that you offer. Or no, find who's looking, not who's got it. Find who's looking for the solution that you offer. Will it take work?
Absolutely.
Do you know how many Road to Success event platforms are in this Dubai? There's so many platforms that are doing kind of like the same thing that we do. There's so many people who are offering public speaking training. There's so many people who are doing PR and consulting. So many. Now the work is, how do you stand out? How do you stand out? How do you show people that you are the one they should come and give business to? What sacrifices are you making? Or you think you don't make any sacrifices? You make sacrifices. You give to get. You plant to reap. But it all starts with you. And if you haven't found yourself, if you have not decided who you are going to be, it will be difficult, because it means that life is in the driver's seat. It means the employers are in the driver's seat. It means your family is in the driver's seat. It means the weather is in the driver's seat. Everything else but you. You have got to be in the driver's seat of your life. And what does it look like to be in the driver's seat of your life? You have a strong sense of identity. You know who you are. You know what you're capable of. You know what you want. You know your God. You have a strong foundation. So for me, it's not about, God is my foundation. God is my source. If I ever have two minds about something, I go back and say, Lord, you've called me this and this and this. You've promised me this and this. You said this is what I'm called to do. These are the gifts you've given me. I go back into my word. And I go back into, my father is the biggest personality in the world. I'm the daughter of a king. My father is the ruler of all the nations. It means that wherever I go, I've got to be royalty. Wherever I am, I'm royalty. So I have a royalty mindset. The way I behave, royalty. The way I dress, the way I speak. The services that I offer them like it has come from the office of royalty. And so I've got to attract. When you look at me, you can't treat me funny, because it's like, listen, she is who determines who we are. You let somebody else determine your identity.
It's you.
You determine your identity, and it's not really you, because actually we're powerless as humans. We're just humans, and we're gone. Then we go to the source.
Do you have anything to tell us? Now you told them already. Do you have anything to tell us?
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring.
Thank you.
Keep being the light.
Thank you.
And you can do more.
Mm-hmm.
There's always more. Be bold. Do more.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Ladymayowa, for taking your time out of your busy schedule with your family and your work to come to our studio for the Dream Inspired TV talk show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having her today, and also believing that what she has shared, it will be benefit to us. The one who has given up, and also the one who is climbing up, believing that she or he will get up, like her. She has made it already.
Even I'm trying to get up.
You are already there. You're ruining. You're already there.
I'm not there yet.
Nowhere. Yeah. So it was a pleasure having her, and thank you so much for watching the show. And please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on whatever content we put it there on air. This is Elias Mbeki, Dream Inspired TV talk show, Dream Properties. Have a nice time. Ciao.
High five. We got through it.
Big one. Pooh.
We got it.
Roka. You know my voice, Roka. What's wrong with me, Roka? Give me that heart. Okay, cue me in, Roka. Okay. Your voice will crack
You have to add this.
Today you have to be a host.
Why do I have to be a host?
Yes, you have to be a host, and I'll be the guest.